This video is brought to you by
Welcome to Cool Green Clothing. You already know what it is. If you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. That's just basic. Come see me this Thursday, May the 4th. Come see me. I got something just for you. You see these right here? These called the Doe Team short sets. You want to get up in these right here. Yeah, yo, don't miss out on these. Come on, come see me. Where you coming to see me at? 215 West Saratoga Street. When? This Thursday, May the 4th. If you can't come see me personally, shop with me online. CoolGreenClothing.com. If you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way.
What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. Trapping or hustling. To make a couple extra dollars is a common thing all over the world. An underground economy that if you are plugged into, no matter if you have a job or a legal way to get money, you will always have a way to eat and provide for your peoples. That's why a lot of people decide daily to put their freedom on the line, because the streets doesn't care about no felony conviction, work experience, transportation to make it to a job, or a resume. It's all about supply and demand. You get a product that people want or need, and it will go. In inner cities that's known for open air drug markets, it's common for even a working man to have a side hustle, even if it's just selling a little grass, because in those environments, product is usually easy to get, and just standing outside, you could catch a sale for a few dollars. Being that selling smack, coke, or fent is considered more of a danger from being targeted by the stick-up boys or the feds, a lot of people play it safe and just sell the grass, feeling like nobody is worried about a person selling a little bit of smoke. But in reality, speaking from experience, that's the number one target for a lot of stick-up kids, because usually people who sell grass only do it on the side and are not all the way in on street politics, leaving them open game for the wolves who feel like either go all in or get out the way. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will discuss a case of a street deal that turned fatal. Back in 2019, 27-year-old Derek Lawrence Toe Williams was just like any other young man trying to navigate the streets of Baltimore, trying to stay afloat, out the way, but also make some money to survive. Leaving Derek selling a little bit of grass on the side, but only to close friends and family members in small amounts. The young man had an associate, 26-year-old Marcus Haggins. The two used to be neighbors, lived on the same block, even attended the same school. So when on August 4th, 2019, that morning, Derek's phone rung, he didn't think too much about it. After realizing it was Marcus, it was a quick conversation. Marcus asking him, like, yo, you good? I need a zip or an ounce. Derek replied, yeah, I'm by the gas station in Randallstown, Baltimore County. Marcus would shoot a text about 11 a.m. on my way. Unknown to Derek, his homie had another man with him who he didn't know at all, 21-year-old Corey Fennell. By this time, Marcus called again, and Derek told him he was by his house, located on Shenton Road in Randallstown. As Marcus' car pulled up, Derek approached the passenger side to see a man hop out, mask on his face with a blick in his hand. Caught off guard, Derek took a step forward before shots went off. The shooter hopped back in the whip and it drove off. Neighbors in the area called Baltimore County Police, who responded to the location to find a man suffering from gunshot wounds to the chest and back. He was quickly rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately would not survive his injuries. He was later identified as 27-year-old Derek Williams. Back at the scene was Derek's people, including his mother, as the shooting happened just a few houses down from where he lived. Police located 2 bags on the sidewalk with about 16 grams apiece worth of grass, and Derek had about $48.47 in his pockets. His mother took his cell phone to his best friend's house for him to have. After being questioned about Derek's hustling and being distraught after hearing he didn't survive, she told police he wasn't no big-time drug dealer. He sold grass on the side to friends and family. Detectives noticed homes in the area with surveillance and also realized Derek was on a phone call right before walking up to the car when he was shot. That night, his mother called the last number he contacted and a few other friends to let him know the news, which included Marcus. He stated he didn't know Derek was hit. He had no information about the situation and he quickly hung up. As detectives got Derek's phone records, they saw Marcus call him twice that morning. Once around about 10:45 a.m., then at 11:17 a.m. Derek was shot minutes later. As footage came back, it showed a gold Chevy Suburban pause on South Hall Road. Right before pulling up to the block, Derek was found on. The car had Virginia tags, rims, and stickers on it, making it stand out. While reviewing footage, they realized the situation was all caught on camera. Derek had the phone to his ear. He approached the Suburban when a man hopped out with a mask on. Seconds later, he started shooting. As police ran the tags, the vehicle came registered back to Marcus. Also, the phone number that called Derek's phone twice that morning came back to him as well. The detectives tried calling the number, but it had been disconnected. On August 5th, a day after the situation, police went to a home located on the Suburban's registration and saw Marcus come out. They followed him to his aunt and uncle's house in Baltimore City. Not knowing he was being followed, he parked the whip behind a fence and went in. Police towed the whip, searching it, finding fingerprints of Marcus and another man, later known to be Corey. They also got evidence from Derek's phone records that one of the calls he received that morning was Marcus calling him from Corey's phone. On August 6th, at about 1:30 p.m., police caught Marcus and Corey together, walking in a parking lot. Corey had Marcus' cell phone in his pocket. He tried to pass it off to a stranger walking by, but it was too late. They both were taken into custody. Detectives searched the phone records to see text messages between Corey and Marcus plotting from 8 o'clock that morning on August 4th of robbing trappers. They tried to contact one man who didn't respond before Corey told Marcus, hit your boy for a zip. Unfortunately, Derek answered the call. The two were interviewed in separate rooms, with Corey instantly stating, "I did it." That man didn't have nothing to do with it, and referring to Marcus, stating, "I had the blick, I wanted to rob Derek, I'm not sorry for what I did, he shouldn't have reached for the gun." Telling detectives, "Let that man know I took my charge." But admitting they were in Marcus' car was a mistake, because they both were charged with first-degree hit, robbery, and handgun violations. As the case made its way to trial, Corey's lawyers tried to get his statement thrown out, admitting guilt. As Marcus' attorneys argued, he didn't know Corey was going to shoot, and Derek was his homie. But evidence showed the whip stopped, the men started talking. Footage also showed Corey getting ready a few blocks away as Marcus called Derek, and they pulled up. Seconds later, the shooting happened. Prosecutors argued both men set this up, and that day they was on a robbing spree, robbing anybody who would pick up the phone. With phone records, a confession, and surveillance, game was over. Both men were eventually found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Rest in peace to Derek. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family. I'm gonna leave the moral of the story on this one up to y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Remember, definitely be respectful. Alright, fam, y'all heard the situation. Y'all heard the story. Crazy situation, man. Rest in peace to that young man. But yeah, leave it in the comments. Like I said, definitely be respectful. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. This your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.